In a prison like this, even a comfortable one, any day is too much like every other day. You haven't been there that long. Come on. I pace the rooms, memorizing their dimensions. I eat my morning meal when it arrives. I perform exercises, stretching and flexing to keep my body prepared for action. Is that what she calls it? I wash myself clean. Come on, game, really? I wait. At last, I hear someone at the door. There you are. I was beginning to wonder. I have been kept quite busy. Oh, well, don't let me intrude you or anything. It's fine. Have the guards spoken to you? No, should they? Should? No. But with the things as they are, it is impossible to trust anyone at their word, even my esteemed parents. No, your parents are wankers. Let's get that straight now. Especially them. So, what's happening? In his favour, Father has appropriately dismayed to discover... Well, was appropriately dismayed to discover that he had overlooked a very real threat to Cassidy. I'm sure he was not. He is especially concerned that the assassin was one of our own guardsmen. He fears that a rebel faction may have unintentionally infiltrated the palace staff. I think that's a lie. It complicates matters significantly when those you rely on to defend your heir and investigate threats may very well be the threats you need to investigate. Worse, treading too heavily among the soldiers, yes. Treading too heavily among shoulders means that you're probably a giant, as the soldiers may create problems where there were none. We are asking a great many questions at the moment and attempting to check our stories against each other without raising alarm. My parents have asked me to aid them with these interrogations. Well, that's good, isn't it? They trust you. Nah, I think you're a guinea pig. Or they want me to believe that, since their previous attempts at controlling me have shown their flaws. They can't trust you to obey without question, but they can trust that Cassidy's safety is your priority. Ah, she does have a point. If they understand that much about you, and recognize your value in that respect, then perhaps you can build from there. If that's what you want, that is. I'm not really the one to talk. You can't say that and go, well, that's just my opinion though. It doesn't work like that. What do you mean? My parents had plans for me. I took a better offer. We are not much in communication anymore. Plans? Bestowing some unwanted cow pasture on you as your half-hold? Not even that much. Our resources were limited and I was the younger daughter. They intended me as a perpetual lady-in-waiting, my sister's shadow and support, and nothing more. I'd love to know what happened if her sisters died. Does that suddenly mean I'm the amazing one who should be courting? Isn't it ironic how her as the maid, or servant, or slave, or whatever you want to call it as Oscar, is far more presentable, would be far more presentable, charismatic, more of a fighter, and you could say that Madeline's done a pretty shit job. Damn. A shame waste of your talents. Yes, well, there you see, a daughter's lot may not be easier than the son's. I tried to tell him that once before, days ago. Many things have changed between us since we first met that night in the passage behind the ballroom. I didn't know him then. He was a prince of place, a man raging against the fate his birth had decreed him. It's a good thing you were wrong about Cassidy and Caspian, you know. Why? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. You thought Cassidy was really your brother, and you wanted to give him back the life he should have had. If you resented being a prince with no power of your own unless a woman chose you, how much harder would it be for your brother to give up being heir in order to just become just another son? What? I'm confused. I never thought of it like that. Well, it doesn't matter now. No. Well, I came to inform you that with all the investigations I am required to take part in, I will be busy this day. Whoa, dumping me already. Is this really where we've got to in our relationship? Ouch. I thought we were friends. I thought we were closer than that, Callum. Cassidy's movements have been restricted even more than before, and the guards are on watch. I think we will have to forego meeting for today. Oh, you bastard. Good. What? Oscar wanted me to come and see him, so if you and Cassidy aren't available, that works out well. Are you prepared? What do you mean? I thought you said the king is not trying to raise a full alarm. The guards haven't even been in here. Is he about to kiss you? Is that what he meant? Unless they're sending patrols around the walls with crossbows or rifles, I should be fine. Of course. I should leave. There are many interviews still to be held. I intend to return tomorrow. Oh, look at you, you jealous fuck. Oh, you didn't want me to go. Oh, that is so low, Callum. So low. Should you have need before then, however, you may be able to send word via the guards. Right. Is there something wrong that you're not telling me? I don't know. Wow. You can't just say I don't know and leave on that. Damn you, Callum. And with that, he makes his exit. There's definitely something bothering him. I just can't tell if it has anything to do with me or not. If there was some specific danger, he would tell me, wouldn't he? Well, it seems I have the rest of the day to myself. If the guards keep a regular schedule, it should be many hours yet before they deliver my evening meal. I should have enough time to visit Oscar and return before they could notice my absence. Waiting until the evening might be more prudent, but Oscar did specify afternoon. I'll just have to be careful. This is only going to go wrong. Come on, we've been in this situation before. And so, after a cautious creep across the castle's expanse, I slipped through the window into familiar surroundings. Ah, Oscar. Okay, didn't go wrong. Something will go wrong on the way back. It always does. Maddie. He takes my hand and squeezes it hard. That's exactly what Cassidy did when she first saw me today. Oh, yesterday even. Well, I'm sure she can't have been half as happy to see you as I am. I've been worried about you. The guards have been holding me in protective custody. They only let me out to attend official functions. Official functions? That just sounds like the Queen does. Goes around in a car and just waves at people in a circular motion. Official? Oh, Cassidy's anniversary! Oh, I do apologise. My cough is still somewhat existent. I'd almost forgotten. I haven't exactly been to the celebrations. They're trying to make it seem as though everything is back to normal. So the festivities carry on, and my presence is required to represent Wales. Other than that, I've been trapped in here. I wanted to see you, but I couldn't. I did tell you to stay away. Wow, cold. I understood your suggestion, but I don't take commands. Oh, you maverick, you. That's an unusually harsh tone from him. Are you angry with me? No, I'm worried about you. I'm afraid that you're letting yourself be drawn into something that you'll regret. What are you talking about? What do you think he's talking to you about? Prince Callum. Fuck, you need it spelled out for your love. What? What about him? What happened between you two last night? He made his intentions clear. He plans to invite you to remain here in Guelenor. This is the first I've heard of it. Maybe he thinks he already knows your answer. Maybe he doesn't care. He certainly didn't care about forcing your hand before. Have you forgotten what sort of man he is? He attacked me! Not just once, but twice! Yeah, but to be fair, if I was back in dem olden days and I saw a man with that kind of hair, I'd probably attack you as well. Violently from behind. Let's move on. He didn't really hurt you either of those times. He just needed you out of the way. That's much better. That sounds much better. Now you just sound like the mafia. The mafia. The mafia. He held me prisoner and forced me to listen to what I thought would be your murder. It was a sparring match. A test. I didn't know that at the time. How do you think I felt? Oh, no. His emotions. I'll pat him on the head. Oh. He threatened my life and used that to force you into an illicit bargain. He is directly responsible for making us both prisoners in this place. No, he isn't. He didn't lock either of us up. That was King Croatia. It was Callum who got me out of the dungeons. Like father, like son. You can't trust either of them. They'd both use you to their own ends. Oh god, I read that for a moment with their own ends. I was like, oh, they sound kinky. Can't you see why I'm worried, Maddie? I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you either. You never had me. Ouch. Fuck. That's a difficult one. I've been told to be nice to Oscar. But if I say I don't want to lose you either... Ah, come on, this is really harsh. Because now I'm scared that I'll pick the wrong answer, and I'm mulling it over, and it's horrible. Alright, we'll say I don't want to lose you either. I'm sure if I cock it up, someone will point out in the comments and we can go back to it. I don't want to lose you either. You're dearer to me than my own family, you know that. But there's no future for me in Ossendower, or Wales. And you don't love me, you never will. Oscar, you deserve better. But I do want to stay in Wales. There's a point of going down Callum's path. Oh, I'm sure someone will point it out. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You have been trained to govern and rule. You will make a good king. With the right wisdom beside you. Anything less would be a waste. I want you to be happy. I want you to fall in love and marry someone who's a great match for you. And if I'm lucky, maybe I'll get to see your children and be Aunt Maddie to them. It could happen, you know, if I do stay in Gwellinor. There is a chance that you could stay here as well. You and Cassidy. What about her? Please don't tell me you've been so busy worrying about Callum that you've completely neglected her. Oh, and the tone moves on. She likes you. I believe you like her as well. Princess Cassidy is... He even blushed, the little... Whatever. It's very sweet, but I don't know her that well, and everyone wants to marry her. She has other suitors, but they aren't the ones who rode to her rescue. You saved her life for her wicked kidnapper. More or less. More or less. Wow, what a backhanded comment. You've shared an experience with her that no one else can replace. Didn't she talk to you last night? A bit. Well, what did she say? Nothing really, she was just being friendly. And she asked me to read her poem. Oh god, she asked me to read her my poem. I didn't want that to happen so much that I misread it hoping that it didn't say that. But no, it does. The one I didn't get to finish earlier. Oh dear. What did she think? She said it was cute. Oh. Cute isn't bad. Maybe you should write another one, now that you know her better. You hate my poetry. I'm not Cassidy. Wow. Get the backhanded comments here. Over 9,000. As your valet, I have to point out just how much you would benefit by attaching yourself to her, to the heir of Gwellinor. As your friend, I think the two of you may be well suited to each other. If the turmoil and confusion of the past week serves to bring you two together, then it was all worth it. What is going on anyway? Have they caught the assassins yet? Not that I know of. I sum up what I've heard about the current plots and imagined plots, including the unproven theory of Dolores' parentage. I don't, of course, go into detail about my interactions with Callum. After all the guards have been questioned, maybe something will come to breath. I'll probably hear something tomorrow. Oscar sighs. Try to stay cheerful. I think everything is going to be alright. For now, I should get back before anyone misses me. I'm going to get back, and everything's just going to be destroyed. My possessions are going to be burning. People will want to try and kill me. Oh, fuck. Wow! We actually just came back to the room, and it wasn't... Oh, no, wait, we haven't got inside yet. And so I returned to my rooms to wait for the night. No! No. How odd. That's... Yeah, well, I was wrong. Who'd have thought? I'm never wrong. As if. There is no indication of any disturbance, either here or outside. King Paedrek's investigations must be proceeding very quietly indeed. So many guests of high importance packed within these walls, and so little disruption. Perhaps all the energy was drained out of them in the panic over Cassidy's disappearance. Now they float in a gentle haze of post-cathartic relaxation, interrupted only by bread and circuses. Bread and circuses? What kind of phrase is that? Somewhere there are celebrations, concerts, theatre. I wonder if I will be allowed to attend any of them. I'm still a prisoner in name, but if Callum intends for me to stay in Gwellinor, if he asks, would I say yes? Oh, well, we didn't get a choice. That's a shame. Another morning, and I am once again treading the floors. I am not entirely isolated here, nor helpless. I haven't spoken to my associates. I am involved in plans and actions. I have the ability to leave these rooms when I choose, when the risk is worthwhile. For all that, I cannot help feeling trapped and restless. When the door opens at last, it requires effort not to rush straight for it. Wow, alright. It requires effort to be lazy. Callum! Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a really dickish thing. Do you want to see what Callum says? Yeah, it's the next episode. Boom!